Hi there, how you doing? It's Lisa here, Raw Food for Kids. It's movie night at our house, and we're going to make some dessert pizzas. Raw vegan dessert pizzas. And they're going to be so good. So check it out, very easy to do. I'm actually going to make it in a little individual personal pan pizzas. It's just a little tart pan. You really could use anything. It's not going to stick, so if you had a traditional pizza pan or even a plate, for that matter, you could do it on anything. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make the crust, which is going to be from pecans and banana. I made one early, I'm going to show you. But really, I guess if you're doing like a little small individual, there's really no measurements here. I'm going to show you exactly what to do. I would say that probably about maybe a little less than 1/4 cup of nuts for this type of shell. So all I'm going to do is you can use a food processor or a knife. I want just big chunks. I'm just breaking it up with my hands. Actually, I had these in the freezer, so they're a little cold. But I'm just going to break this up, and I just want enough nuts to cover the pan. So if you're doing a bigger dessert pizza, just enough nuts that it covers the bottom. Okay. And what we're going to do is I'm going to slice some banana on it, and then I'm going to take a little saran wrap and press it down. And that's going to be my crust, because the bananas are going to stick to the nuts like glue. And make a nice little crust without having to use dates and stuff like that. So I thought this would be really good. So okay, it's almost done here. Maybe like a few more here. So that's it. So can you see that? I just broke them up with my hands and just lining the bottom of the pan. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take some fresh banana. Okay, nice ripe banana. And I'm just going to cut some slices. Alright. I want it probably about like that thickness or so. And just line the pan with the bananas. Okay, right on top of the nuts. I need one more. One more slice of banana. There we go. So, see that? I got my bananas on top of there, but now it's too high and it's loose and it's going to fall all over the place. So, I forgot my saran wrap. Let me get a piece of saran wrap here. This is because it's sticky, so you just need a little piece of saran wrap, and all you do is you put it right over the bananas and the nuts, and you take your hand and you just mush the banana right on top of the nuts. The banana is very soft, and it's very easy to press into the nuts. So you just press it right in. You'll see it just kind of fills in the gap right in between the nuts. And I'll show you here, and we have our little, I guess, little pizza dough. Now I'm just going to press it up, press it right in. It doesn't take very long. This is very easy to do. Look at that. Beautiful. Our crust for our pizza. And what I did, I made one earlier, is I made this and then I stuck this in the freezer for about 30 minutes. And that just got the bananas to kind of harden a little bit. You could leave it a little longer if you want. You don't want the bananas frozen, but just get it nice and cold, and that way, when you take the crust out, it holds together. You actually could pick it up like a piece of pizza. So I'm going to show you the whole steps, but just know that make this and just stick this right in the freezer, at least 30 minutes, but you can keep it up to about probably like an hour to an hour and a half, no biggie. And now we're going to make a chocolate sauce. So what I got here is I got some raw cacao powder. I just picked this up today. It's basically unsweetened cocoa powder, but it's unprocessed. If you didn't have this, we're not using that much. If you had some cocoa powder, it's not going to make or break the recipe. But if you want to invest in some, I'm going to be doing some recipes with chocolate now that I got this. So you can get a bag and I'll show you what to do with it. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to do equal parts cacao powder to raw honey. Okay? Probably could use agave or something like that, but this raw honey is pretty thick, like a paste, and it just kind of binds nicely. So I'm doing like equal parts, okay? So it's probably like a good tablespoon. And all I'm going to do is just, like you're making frosting, I'm just going to work this honey into the cocoa powder, and it's going to turn in, without getting it all over the place, and it's going to turn into like a, kind of like a, this is going to be our sauce. It's going to look like a, kind of like a frosting. Alright, this takes a second or two. And how fun is this, you know? Everybody can, I love, like, make your own pizzas, because then it's so fun. You can put all the toppings, and everybody can put what they want on there, and everybody can make their own. Everybody likes to have their own little personal stuff, so you make these for dessert and get everybody involved, and it doesn't really take very long. Alright, so here we go. Just kind of comes together. Alright, like a frosting. See? Like a chocolate frosting. That's what it looks like. And so I'm just gonna put this right on top of the bananas, and that's our sauce. It doesn't spread the easiest, so just kind of, the banana is a little cold and firm. It really sits nice, but don't worry so much about getting it perfect. It's a pizza. You don't have to get all the way to the edge. You can make it rustic. You're the only one that's probably going to be eating it, and once you put all the toppings on it, you're not going to see it anyway, so just do your best to kind of smear it. Alright. You can take more time than I'm doing, but you get the gist. Chocolate. Raw chocolate. See that? That's the sauce. So we got our nuts, we got our bananas, we got our chocolate sauce, and now, it's the fun part. Just put whatever you want on there. I got some nice strawberries. I'm going to save those tops. I'm just going to do some sliced strawberry on mine. And I'm going to show you the finished one that I had chilled the crust a little bit. Not much, like seriously, maybe I made it like a half hour ago. And then I was like, oh, I better make another one because we're going to eat this one, and that way I have one to show you. So I'll post this tomorrow. And then I've got some grated coconut. I'm going to sprinkle that on there like that. And if I had some more, like some blueberries, or, I mean, you can put whatever you want on, more chopped nuts. Dessert pizza. Get fun with it, creative. See, this just pops right off. But let me show you the finished one. See? Here's my finished one. And plate. I cut it in half. And look at that. See that? Dessert pizza. And these are small. I mean, you can make this in a big pan, but this is personal size pizza. So look at that. Trying to balance it on a knife. Raw vegan dessert pizza, baby. Right there. Got your crust, you got your sauce, you got your toppings. Man. Chocolate and strawberries are awesome together. It's killer. Look at that. Little pizzas. You can hold it and everything. Just remember to chill your crust a little bit. And you can keep it, even after you put the toppings on, you can keep it in the freezer until you're ready to eat it. And you'll be good to go. Look at that. Cool recipe here. I just kind of thought of it when I bought the cacao pot. I'm like, what can I make with this? I want to make something fun. Well, anyways, please subscribe to these videos. Give me a thumbs up if you like the videos, and find me on Twitter. If you go to my homepage, I've got a link to Twitter now. I don't know how to use Twitter, but my stuff gets sent there. And so please, if you're a Twitterer, and you know somebody might want some of these recipes or whatnot, feel free to share them. That's what it's all about. Just helping people and just giving people ideas and whatnot. So I'm having fun making this stuff, and I like being able to show you guys what to do with it. It's a kind of a passion of mine. So anyways, I hope you have a good rest of the day, because I'm doing this in evening time. I'm going to post it tomorrow. And remember to eat happy foods, and leave me a comment. I will talk to you real soon. Take care. Have a good night.